both of you about the game?
Yeah, look, from me, credit to Perth, well done. They outlasted us in that particular moment and made some changes offensively that gave them a bit of an edge, and we just were a little too, not quick enough to adjust. We made the adjustments, but just probably not quite to the fine tuning that I know we're certainly capable of. I think there are a lot of factors in the game that could have potentially turned that game in a number of different ways. I think you can say we held Perth to 71 points and be pretty happy with that. At the same time, we also gave them 25 foul shot attempts. We gave them 16 offensive rebounds, 9 second chance points in the first half. I thought our foul discipline probably needed to be better. I also think, not taking anything away from our group, because I thought we were pretty aggressive at trying to get on the rim and try and find interior touches with post play. I just didn't think we got the same care wasn't maybe taking care of us. I'm not taking anything away from Perth. I thought they did a good job of being aggressive. But I think the biggest one for me was we generated some really good looks offensively. We certainly could have created much better ones consistently throughout the game. Had a really bunch of good open looks at the rim. But the focus on scout for us, particularly late game, even early game, we just need to be tighter with that. Would be my overall thoughts.
Yeah, and I think that game really comes down to the last few minutes, and they really. Ali Wilson was huge for them, and she obviously showed that she's been on this court many times before and has the experience of shooting here, and she shot the lights out at the end and did really well, and that I think was a huge difference for them in the end.
And obviously, the game was getting a little bit aggressive, and I think Burton took the brunt of a lot of physical contact. How do you guys adapt, or how do you move players around in order to combat that?
It's hard because obviously Sammy has been so dominant, and teams are going to be physical with her. It's the only way that they can, stop her now. And so we have to make adjustments, make different options, and kind of you got to take what the defense gives you at times. So that she doesn't have to battle constantly against that defensive pressure. Just try and utilize the other options that they give you, because as soon as someone takes something away, they're giving up something else. So that's what we got to look to do.
Yeah, exactly what Tolo said. Just from my perspective, be a little more craftier, and the timing of your offense becomes really important when teams are employing top locking or playing really aggressively. Or having multiple exit screen options. I thought Perth did a good job just sort of bogging us down a bit, which, funny enough, I think a game like this, with this level of tempo, I would typically say that's going to be better suited to us. But again, credit to them, they did a good job of grinding this one out. And to Tolo's point, Ali was really good. She made big plays down the stretch. So again, I think for us, we'll reload. We've obviously got Southside in a couple of days, so we've got a couple of days to quickly turn this one around. We don't have to wait for a whole week or wait for a Christmas break to then figure things out. We can do it relatively quickly, and I know we've got the sort of group that will come back with some focus and determination. Plenty of stuff where we can improve there, and we've got an opportunity to do that Sunday against Southside.
And then Mia's sat late in the game. How does that affect what you guys do defensively? You obviously had a game plan for her. She had a quiet one, but Clint Card came on and made big plays for her.
Yeah, we had that 7-point lead at one point, and still sort of running with a smaller lineup at that stage. And I don't think necessarily we're basketball players, so we've got to be able to adapt and play in different situations, irrespective of our personnel. And probably no different from I know the question was defensive focused. All of our players are capable of defending the perimeter and defending the post. I mean, that's what they do for a living. But I thought it did create some unique situations for us, particularly in defensive transition, where perhaps I know could count on one hand. We had 3 to 4 really good looks on the rim, layups effectively, and it happens. Like you miss shots. I mean, we shot the ball at a better clip from the field, at almost 40% to their 31 from the field. So got relatively good looks. Could have maximised those, but then getting quick rebounds and then initiating their fast break and us being cross-matched in transition hurt us pretty bad. So I think there was probably more of that specifically. And they're things we'd obviously spoken about and trained for this week. So again, it's a learning that, what plagued us when we last played Perth, and I know we came away with a good win. It was something completely different this time, and that's the great thing about this game. And frustrating too. It'd be nice if it was just played the same way every time, but that would also be incredibly boring for everybody.
And 2 games against them now, are they the team to beat for you guys?
We're still the team to beat. They're certainly right now, right this moment today, they're the team to beat.
Good.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.